Welcome back to Champion News Talk Radio, brought to you by championnews.net. Today we have the producer, Mr. Curtis Bowers, of the movie Agenda. And to get your copy, you could go to agendadocumentary.com. If you find this to be something you want to learn more about, Mr. Bowers, I want to thank you. Before we leave today, there were a couple things in the movie that really hit me, and part of their agenda was to hit the media and to hit the unions and have the unions push this agenda. And thank you for all of this hard work and for traveling across America to give people this information. And do you have any final words for our listening audience?
Well, I think anyone with their eyes open can see that America is in a tough situation right now. We've been heading the wrong direction for decades, but I do believe people are starting to wake up and starting to stand for these ideas that have made this country the greatest country that has ever existed, with the most opportunity for the most people, a country that was almost entirely middle class, which had never happened before in all world history. So this country is worth fighting for. The principles it was founded upon are worth fighting for. And we need to be educated about what's going on. We need to work on informing our family members and neighbors and friends and co-workers. Our country needs a little bit of our time right now.
Well,
and it's very important that we spend some time.
Let me add on to that, as a businessman, that I've started successfully 4 businesses. I'm an old guy, and I've seen a lot of all of this. But we've already got socialism here. The regulations that we've got, and every unit of government has got some bureaucrat that is, I'm paying for their salary for them to torture me as anybody wanting to start a business and so forth. An example, there's a guy who's got a hot dog stand in a kind of miniaturized Model T truck, and he parks it in our parking lot and makes lunches in the good weather. However, he couldn't run his little business because in order to do that, you have to have a sink to clean it up. Well, you can't put a sink in a Model T with running water and a sewer. So finally, my company assigned a sink in the building, so we got him through that dumb regulation. Not that he ever uses a sink, but the world is full of these things, and I call the regulations we got is the socialism of the 10,000 cuts. They've snuck socialism into our life with just an immense number of regulations and with the damn bureaucrats to force them down our throats.
When it comes to reality, all you have to do is look at the nation. Look at the states that are run by progressives. Look at California, Illinois, New York, 3 of the most expensive states to live in the Union, the ones in the most debt. You look at the states that are right to work, that are pro-business, they're blossoming. So all we have to do is look at what the Democrats, what the progressives have done in our country on a state level and make our choice from there.
Well, you know what? This is going to wrap up another great edition of Champion News Talk Radio. You know what? The unions are part of this agenda, folks, and you want to know about all of Illinois teacher unions and all the salaries? Please get the Illinois Pension Scam book. This tells you everything about the Illinois Education Association, all the unions, all the salaries. There is clearly an agenda going on here. One statistic from Jack. What's our statistic for the week?
In the year 2010, and more since then, the unions took from the teachers dues of $135 million. 80% of that was spent giving it to such as Mike Madigan and his daughter and all of the other Democrat politicians. 95% of the teachers' dues has gone into the Democratic Party.
Catch us next week.
$135 million in 1 year. Think of it.
Next Sunday, 8 a.m. on AM 560 WIND. Champion News, your choice for this conservative voice. Make it a great week.